Alright, this is for tutorial number 2 from our 2021 book, Exploring Revit MEP. So after you place your air terminals, the next thing that you're going to do for tutorial number 2 is to create a schedule that could help you verify and check whether the air terminals that you put in have the correct airflow. Okay, because each one, you can assign an airflow for each one, and this one the airflow is 200 and this one would be 170. So you can assign different airflows for each terminal, and that is important because airflow means of how much air is being moved into and out of the room. So it's very important for the design or properly designed heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system of your building. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so to create a schedule, we are going to go to the View tab. We are going to next go to the schedules under create schedules. We're going to create a schedule for quantities, and we are going to make sure that only the mechanical is selected under your filter list. And we're going to select the air terminals, and we're going to name the schedule here. So we're going to call this air dash whoop, air dash terminal dash office. Make sure that the radio button schedule building components is selected. We're just going to leave the phase in new construction. We'll click OK. And we're now in the schedule of properties. And then under this dialog box, what we're going to do is we're going to add some fields to the schedule fields, to this basically the schedule itself. So we're going to select several things. We want first we want to add the parameter flow. So we're going to look for flow. And then this button here means we're going to add it to the schedule. So click that. Next, we're going to find another field. So make sure you're under field. We're going to try to find mark. Okay. And we're going to do several things. We're going to select several fields. We're going to select mark, and we're going to try to also add system type here. But if you click system type, then mark is now unselect. So to select multiple fields, you're going to hold down your control and then select mark and then system fields, and then we're going to um, press add parameter, and both of them will be selected. Now in our schedule, we want to get the information that we did previously on setting the zones and areas in Revit. So Revit itself calculates the volume of air needed for each room. So we're going to now switch our fields from air terminals. We're going to now change to space. Okay, and we're going to add several things. We're going to find the actual supply airflow. So space actual supply airflow. So that's one of them. We're going to also find the space calculated supply. So space and calculated supply airflow. So we're going to hold down our control and select this one. We're also going to add the name of the space on our design and our quantity. So control and space. So we now have 3 selected. And then we're also going to try to find the number designation of the space, which is this one. So control and add that. So now we have 3 things to add in that field. So we're going to click down, and now we have these 4 things added to our schedule. Once you have added all of your fields, the air terminals information, and then the space information, we're going to now arrange the schedule. And the schedule, we want the number of the room to be on the very top, and the very top is the leftmost column on the schedule. Okay, so we're going to select or unselect everything, and then select name, and then here you have arrow, and you can press this several times to go up like this until it's at the very top. That means it's going to be on the very left. After the space, we want the space name. Okay, so we're going to bring that up. Okay. After that, we want the mark and then system type. So we want to mark and then system type. Okay. After that, we're going to have our flow, and we're going to have our actual supply airflow, and then we're going to have our space calculated supply airflow. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to have Revit do some calculations for us, and we're going to add one more column, and that column will be, we will ask Revit to do some calculations on that column. So we're going to add a um, a field here that is not on any of these fields, on any of these fields um, list. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to click the add parameter. Okay, so we're going to add parameter, and this would be your new parameter. Okay, or you can also add parameter from service, or you can also add a parameter that's being calculated. Since we want to do a calculation, we're going to click this add calculated parameter, and this box will appear. And we want to name this the difference in airflow. Okay, difference in airflow, and we wanted to put in a formula, and the discipline would be HVAC. Okay, because it's about heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. The type will be airflow, and in the formula, we're going to do simply a subtraction. Difference is we're going to subtract two things. We're going to subtract the calculated supply airflow, okay, from the actual supply airflow. So we're going to go here, and we're going to click this button, and we're going to select here the actual supply airflow. Click OK. And then we're going to, at the very end, put a minus sign. Okay. And then we're going to click on this button because we want to subtract the calculated. And then click OK. So this formula will get the number of the actual supply, and then we're going to subtract. So that's why there's a minus sign here, and we're going to subtract the calculated supply airflow. Okay, and then we're done. We're going to click OK, and now you have this new field that we created, and this is a calculated parameter. Now, because this is a calculation, we want to format this calculation. You can format any of these fields, but the calculation, we want Revit to highlight something that is over or under design in terms of airflow. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the field that we want to format, which is the difference in airflow, and then go to the formatting tab. And what we're going to do here is we're going to select difference in airflow. Okay. Actually, when you're in the field, you don't really need to select anything except just go to formatting and then select difference in airflow. And what we're going to do is we're going to change the condition conditional format um, of this formula, and the difference in airflow, which is this one. Remember, it's a calculation. We want Revit to highlight something for us that is not in between the acceptable range of air movement. Okay, this is we want it to be, if it's less than 20 cubic feet per minute, and between -20 and 20 cubic feet per minute, we want Revit to tell us that it is under design if it's more than -20, and then if it's more than 20, then it's over designed or too much airflow, or the air terminals is blowing too much air, so it's overly over designed. So we're gonna click the background color, and we want this to highlight yellow, and yellow is 255, 255, and 0. Okay, I'm gonna click OK, then click OK. Okay, and then we are now going to click OK, and then there you have it. This is your air terminal office. It shows us all of this all of these room numbers. Okay, and um, and it's random. We haven't really sorted them out yet. This is the name of the rooms, and these are the room numbers, and it tells us that some rooms are under design. That means that the airflow is too small, And some of them are over designed. That means the airflow is too big. Look at this one. This is over 20, and this is over negative 20. So we have to. This one tells us that we need to fix the air terminals in this room. Now this schedule is unsorted. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a sort or modify it to be a sort to give you sorting. And this one here says sorting grouping. So we're gonna click that, and then you're now under sorting and grouping. And what we're going to do is we're going to change sorting or add sorting, and we're going to uh, pull this down, and then we're going to sort them by number. Okay, and we want them to be ascending. Okay, we are going to also the check the header and the footer. Okay, and then we're also going to select the count totals. Count and totals here. Count and totals. And then we're going to make sure that this checkbox under blank line is checked, and then make sure that the grand totals is also checked. Okay. Um, we also want it to be itemizing every instance of of the airflow that comes up, and then we're going to choose. Let's go now to filter, and we're going to filter this. Make sure that we're not going to filter anything by space number. So we want it to be none. We don't want to be filtered, so we just want to double check that that is set to none. And then we're done with this one. So we're going to click momentarily first. So we're going to come back to this one. So click OK. And now we have them sorted by by space number. So we got 101, and then we got 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. Then we have 107. Now remember that there is a um, supply and return air terminal. So in one room, you may have two because one is supplying air and the other one is taking out air. Okay. Uh, we haven't defined our system yet. This is just air terminals. We haven't done any duct work and we haven't put in any equipment yet. But that's how you can add sorting so that you're sorting by the room name of your schedule. Now, if you want to go back to your plan, you can go to your HVAC system, floor plan, mechanical, and you will see. Oh, let's just cancel for now. And you will see now that this room have now been calculated based on our schedule, and it would also show the tag of each one of the air terminals. Okay. And if you want to go back to your schedule, simply go down here and you're going to see schedules here. You're going to expand that and you're going to see air terminal office. And you can double click that to open it up and you will see that there is a mark for each one. Okay. And you can see here in CEO office space number 101, the mark for that air terminal is 1. So going back here, CEO office, the mark of this air terminal is 1. Now, the VP for marketing over here has two air terminals because one is supplying air and the other one is a return air. So that one is marked 23 and 36. So we go back to our air terminal schedule and you're going to see 23 and 36 over here. So after placing your air terminals, it will put a mark on each one depending on the order that you put it in, and it will show you that there are two terminals in this office. One is supply and one is return. Now you can use your schedule to change air terminals that are over or under design. So this one is severely under designed. This one here is severely over designed. Okay, so you can change the terminal. So let's go back to our HVAC floor plan. Double click. Okay, and then let's look at let's change this restroom area over here. Okay. Right now it's set at 200, and if we go back to our um, this is what room 104. So if we look at here, room 104, it is over designed by about 54. Okay, the calculate is only 146. Okay, so go back to your floor plan and you can zoom in using your mouse, or you can actually have keyboard shortcuts. Okay, go to Google and type in Revit shortcuts. There are shortcuts, meaning you can type in your on your keyboard, and here are your shortcuts. Okay, we want to go to our, I think, under view, I think so, navigation, snap, structure, system, here's view. Okay, so we can do a window tile. We can also change our, I'm thinking, where is zoom? Um, anyway, these are different shortcuts uh, that you can use. I think here's navigation now. Zoom in region um, is something that you can use to zoom into a space. Okay, uh, so instead of zooming in with your scroll wheel, if you're looking at a big building like this on your keyboard, you will type in Z R, and then your uh, pointer will change into a to magnifying glass, and then all you do is make a box on this portion, and then you're zoomed in. Okay, just a little tidbit. Now, we have our air terminal here and our mechanical. So we have two windows up of the other project. And what you can do is you can use a view shortcut to show the two windows side by side. One is showing the this view, and the other one is showing the air terminal view. Okay, so I believe that one under view is WT or something. Yeah, there you go. WT, tiled windows. Okay. There's WC and WT, and we wanted these two windows to be side by side. So on the keyboard, I'm going to type or press W and WT, and then there you go, side by side. So you're looking at the toilet, and we're looking at our air terminal over here. Um, uh, you can adjust this the division of this window, so you can see more of your numbers here. And we want to look at you can also squeeze this. Okay, uh, there you go. So we want to adjust the air terminal here, and we can change the values on your schedule. Okay, so on their schedule, on the restroom here's 104. Okay, we have a flow of 200. Okay, and we want to change this flow to 150 because it only really needs 146. So we're going to change this to 150 and press enter, and then all now it's not severely over designed. It's now only four. It's within negative 20 and positive 20. So the highlight change. It's now fixed. Okay. So now um, oop, 150, 150, 200. Okay. So we can change it that way. I was thinking that we just changed this to 150, and I don't see it changing over here. And this one is restroom 104, and this is 103. So over here, I can pan, and then I can now see that it's now 150 over here. This is the 104 room. Before it was 200. So if this was 200, uh, and press enter, then it's 200 here. If you change that, now it's over designed. If you it's supposed to be only it only needs 146, so we drop this to 150 and press enter, and now it's 150 over here. Okay. By the way, this tag, you can go to annotate. Um, you can go to annotate, and then you can click the tag all, and you want to tag all the objects, and you only want to tag the air terminals, and that's how you can get all of these. If this one is not open yet, that's how to get it out. Okay. If you want to tag all the air terminals to their number and their airflow. Okay. So that's basically how to do the tutorial number 2 on exploring Autodesk Revit MEP 2021. Create your schedule and then tell the schedule to highlight airflows that are over designed or under designed within 20 CFM. Okay.